Hey there, tech fans. Rick here again with another product that I think you're going to really like. It's a universal vlogging kit from our good friends over at Andycine that includes pretty much everything you're going to need to get outside and capture some amazing footage for posting on social media. Now, maybe you're new to the whole world of vlogging. You're starting to post clips on YouTube or Instagram. Maybe you're a TikToker, and you're going to realize pretty quickly that there's a basic kit of tools that you need to get out in the field, hold your camera or your phone securely, light the scene correctly, capture some amazing audio, and you're going to start buying gear. And you can spend a lot of money putting a kit together. So what Andycine has done has thought about what the average day is like for a vlogger, what kind of tools they use, what kind of equipment they need, and they put together a kit that I think includes everything you'll need to get started with vlogging. Now, you can certainly figure out over time, is that something you're going to do on a regular basis? I mean, a lot of times you get into something and you realize a couple of weeks into it, I'm not really that into it, and then all your gear ends up on a shelf someplace. This is the perfect kit to get started because it's really good equipment and you can definitely use it for a long time, but if you find you love vlogging and you need other tools, you can add those to your kit. You can upgrade some of these down the road, but for the price, this really gets you started in vlogging at a price that everybody can afford, and again, it includes everything you're going to need. So before we get too deep into what makes this kit so special, I'll talk about the individual components and the cool things that Andycine has built into them. I thought I'd start with an unboxing because there's a lot of stuff inside this box. Again, I'd be hard-pressed to think of something they haven't included for the basic vlogging kit. So let's do the unboxing first. All right, so when you pop open the box, the first thing you'll notice is the tripod. The tripod also comes with a ball head, which is really nice. It's a 1/4 inch 20 here, female 1/4 inch 20 there, and a 1/4 inch 20 at the top. So you can mount your camera here. You can also mount your phone here with the included clamp. The clamp is really nice. It'll hold a really big phone. It's got a 1/4 inch 20 on the back, 1/4 inch 20 on the bottom. So again, normally you'll mount this on here and mount this on the top of it, and you're good to go. Now again, I'll spend a little bit more time talking about these individually. Then you got to think about, how am I going to light the scene? Because every scene you're shooting is not going to be evenly lit. Maybe it's a little darker than normal. They include an RGB light, which is pretty cool. It's got a cold shoe on the bottom as well as a 1/4 inch 20. It's got 3 cold shoes on the side. So it not only allows you to mount this on this holder, but also mount other things to the cold shoe, which I think is great. They even include a charging cable because this unit charges through USB-C. So any standard USB charger, USB-A on this end, USB-C on the other end, you can plug this into the wall, your computer, any USB charger, and this end plugs into the light and it'll actually charge the light. 2,000 milliampere hour battery. They also include an incredibly nice omnidirectional microphone. It's a cardioid microphone. It's got a little windscreen, so you got a dead cat with it. So if you're outside, it's going to knock down that wind when it's whipping past you. Put the dead cat on there, it's going to be nice and quiet. Again, this one has got a 1/4 inch 20 in the bottom. It's also got a cold shoe mount. So you can see already what they're building here is sort of a system that you can sort of put it together as you need, different configurations and such. You can mount it to your camera, you can mount it to your phone. They really thought of exactly what you're going to do in the field with the kit and have built in just a ton of different mounting options to even add a second light or a third light if you want to, if it's got to be really a bright scene. Also included are 2 cables, because if you're recording in the field, you'll find that pretty quickly recording to a DSLR requires a different cable than recording to a phone. So they've included both of those here. The DSLR cable is called the TRS, which is a tip ring shield, and the one used to your phone or typically to any other device is going to be a TRRS, tip ring shield. So make sure you use the right cable. And again, it could have been a cheap cable. They built in this really nice coiled cable. So when I look at this and I start adding it up in my head, I'm thinking, how could they possibly sell it for the price they're offering it? Also, you get a custom card to get in touch with them if you need to. There's a lot of contact information in here in case you have questions about anything or trouble down the road. I love that a company is brave enough to sell you a product and put really clear information on how to get a hold of them if you have questions later on. Then there's a full instruction manual that lists specifications for all of these products, explains how to use them, maybe different settings you'd like to try when you're out there in the field. So all that good information is in the instruction manual. All right, so about the kit itself. I love the kit. I think if you're starting in vlogging, again, you'd be hard-pressed to pick up this stuff individually and not pay a lot more than you pay for the kit. So let's start with the tripod. So the tripod itself could be a really inexpensive, lightweight tripod. It's not. It's got a lot of weight to it. It's a very firm base. It's got a nice little lanyard hook right here so you can hang a wrist strap on it or a lanyard on it so it can hang around your neck. It's got rubberized feet on the bottom. Folds up really nice so you can use it sort of as a selfie stick if you've got the DSLR and the phone at a distance, but you can set it up as a tripod on your desk. Another cool thing they built in, and again, this is all extra stuff, there's a little tab on the bottom. If you pull that down, these feet actually come all the way out. So you can put this down nice and flat on the desk like that, or you can stand it up. Here, click. and now it's locked in the up position. So that's the basic tripod. Again, it's stable enough to handle a phone and absolutely handle a DSLR. A lot of the tripods that are included in kits like this are plastic, and the minute you put a DSLR on it, it starts tipping in one direction because the feet give in. This one's not going anywhere. It's got a lot of stability to it. Included also is a ball head. Now I love that they put this in there because a lot of these kits don't have a ball head, and what that means is when you put your camera on the top of it, you have no way of leveling it on the table, so you end up putting a shim under either the feet to get the thing level. So having a ball head like this really makes it easy, and since it's a 1/4 inch 20, you can just put it on the tripod like this, tighten it down, and then on top here you can put your DSLR directly on this, and you've got complete control over how that ball head moves, so you can adjust the angle as needed. The nice thing too is it goes completely down like this, so if you're holding it out as a selfie stick, you can adjust it to be the perfect angle at arm's length to capture all the footage you need. In addition to that, on the side of the ball head, there's another 1/4 inch 20 right there, so you can hang something off the side if you want to, a microphone or another light if you decide to do that. All right, so it'll work with the DSLR. You can also use it with your cell phone. They include this nice little phone holder. It's got rubberized ledges right in the inside here, so it's going to hold your phone really well. It ratchets down. A lot of them are spring-loaded, which work okay, but I like the ratcheting one because then it locks in place. To mount this, you've got a 1/4 inch 20 in the bottom and a 1/4 inch 20 in the back, so a lot of different ways to mount it. I typically use it like this when I'm using my cell phone, and then I'll just put this 1/4 inch 20 in here. I had to find the hole. Anyway, there we go. You're good to go. And here's my phone. This is a nice big Apple phone, brand new 13. Let me clamp that in there. There you go. So there's my phone. If I'm shooting videos this way, let's say you're the subject, I can adjust this as I need to get the exact right angle on what I'm looking at there. So that's pretty cool. Now, if I want to start adding other things to it, that's where it gets a little bit tricky. So with my phone mounted on there, I could put the light on the top here. It's a cold shoe. And again, I should probably talk a little bit about this light first. So again, you can charge it through a USB-C cable, any standard charger. Again, your computer, a wall charger, anything works with it. USB-C charging, 2,000 milliampere hours. It's incredibly easy to use. There are 2 adjustment knobs in the top. Now, normally when you get a vlogging kit like this, the light is just a simple LED light, which is white light that you can adjust the temperature of, typically from, in this case, 2,000 Kelvin up to 9,000, or 2,500 Kelvin at the low end to 9,000 Kelvin at the high end. And that's great if you're shooting outdoor videos, but wouldn't it be cool if it was RGB as well? Well, these guys built an RGB light, and so to turn it on, you tap this on the back, hold it in for a second, it'll turn on. Now I'm on white. If I tap it again, it goes to color, and I can adjust the color using these knobs in the top. I've also got special effects, so I can do flashing or lightning or police sirens, whatever I need to do. And then finally, I go back to the regular RGB, or sorry, the regular LED lighting. To turn it off, you hold the thing for a couple seconds and it turns off. All right, so to mount this, I got a cold shoe on the top. I just screw it in there, and again, whatever I'm pointing at, the film, I've now got this beautiful light. Let me turn it around because that's how the camera would typically be that way. So there we go. And I'm actually filming something with it now. Okay, so I've got it set up. Now I've got a light. I'm lighting the scene really well. Well, the audio's not that great because I'm using the microphone inside the phone. Well, they include a microphone, and these actually, it's got a cold shoe on the bottom and a 1/4 inch 20. A couple of different ways to mount it. I typically mount it on the side like this. And now what I've got is a light towards my subject. I've got a microphone towards my subject. I can use whichever of the 2 cables I need to connect it here. I still have another cold shoe on the top, another cold shoe over here. I've got a 1/4 inch 20 on the back, so I could put a 4th light if I wanted to off the back of this thing. I just, again, think that what they've done here is built a kit that no matter what I'm doing in the field, let's say I'm out in the field filming, I can spin this around and be out in the field and sort of talk to myself like this, or capture a subject talking to somebody that I'm doing an interview with. Everything you need, again, is included with the kit. And I love the fact that the folks at Andycine thought this through and said, they're gonna need a tripod. We're gonna have to include a ball head, not a cheap ball head, but one that really holds everything firmly. Why don't we include a microphone? We'll put an RGB light in there. We'll give them charging cables. We'll give them connection cables. Why don't we throw a dead cat in there too while we're at it? So everything, again, you need is in the box when you open it up. And when you check the price on this, you're not going to believe it, because when I saw this come through for review, and I'd asked them to send it to me because I really was interested in it, and they sent me this one for review, I said, are you sure about that price? Because it seems like it should be a much more expensive kit with all the stuff you're building in, because honestly, just an RGB light like this can be fairly expensive for most vendors. The RGB light, the microphone, the tripod, the ball head, the dead cat, the cables, it's just incredible to me they can do it for that. And I've used this for the last couple of weeks, and I like it an awful lot. I like it so much, actually, that I bought a couple of extra ones for me to use and for my kids to use, and it's just been working out really well. And the beautiful part is, if you find out that you really love going out there, capturing footage in the field and vlogging, you can easily upgrade to a freestanding tripod later on, maybe a taller tripod, maybe a second light, maybe a little better microphone, totally up to you what you upgrade, but this will let you get started in vlogging at a really reasonable price, and then you can, again, upgrade later on if you find it something you really love. And that's pretty much all I had for today. So I think it's an amazing kit. And I think if you're going to start vlogging, or maybe you're vlogging already and you're frustrated that you can't hold your phone right, or your camera's flipping all over the place, not a bad setup to get started with. So thanks again for watching. I hope you found this video useful. And until next time, stay nerdy.